everyone, it's Mimi and Weezus.
Hey guys, what's good?
Today we're going to cover 3 people. They're kind of related, but kind of not, but we just wanted to do them because they're important figures in our childhood. First, we're going to start with Akon. So, who doesn't know Akon, right?
For real, dude. Who doesn't know, was it A Lonely Dude by Akon?
Locked Up.
Locked Up. Oh,
And I would go to my room
The
as
Ghetto
a kid.
Dude.
Duh. And then, of course, Smack That and I Wanna Love You. I was about to say the real word, but I'm like, that gotta censor it a little.
And the song that I remember when I was in 8th grade, like the most, is Sexy Bitch.
Yep. There was too many good ones. So what happened to Akon, dude? Like, he just disappears, right? So there's a lot of controversy behind him. So let's start from the beginning. He was actually born here in the United States in Missouri, but
what? I thought he was this whole time he was from Africa.
Well, that's where like his parents are from and stuff, and he takes like huge pride in his African heritage, right? Like he really celebrates it. Like that's what he's all about, is his African heritage. So he actually, although he was born in Missouri, he did like grow up. Like a significant part of his childhood was in Senegal, Africa. Is that how you say it? Senegal? I don't know, something like that. So he did like grow up and spend a lot of time there. But then, you know, in 2004, that's when he really debuted his music career with Locked Up and Lonely. That was his album called Trouble. I don't know why I put in quotes Trouble. That was literally the name of it. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, Trouble. But,
yeah, like Akon's in trouble. Like, yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
It made him seem like such a bitch.
I didn't mean to, because you know me. I love Akon. Like, I still ask my coworkers, dude. They're sick of me. Every day I'm playing Akon at work. Like, I cannot be stopped, dude. I still every day at least listen to one Akon song. It's sick.
What Akon song is your favorite? Now, just like right away before we start.
My favorite, dude. I honestly, it's kind of lame. It's probably gonna be Locked Up, dude. I know like every word. I listen to Lonely every day too, but Locked Up is on all my early 2000s playlists.
Mine would be Lonely, dude, for sure.
Yeah, it's either Locked Up or Lonely, those two. And then you have things like that came out when we were a little older. Like, well, maybe these came out in 2004-ish too, but like we've got Don't Matter. And then what's the other one? I'm sorry, like Blame It On Me. It's called Blame It On Me.
Blame It On Me.
And that's actually important to like what we're going to talk about, right?
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
You know, Akon he was big. He collaborated with a ton of like huge artists. He's collaborated with Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Lady Gaga, T-Pain, Gwen Stefani. And so his Gwen Stefani era was when things kind of went haywire for him.
Isn't that that one song though? Woo-hoo.
Yeah. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. That one. Yeah. Sweet Escape.
Sweet Escape, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet Escape.
So he actually, like way back in 2006, dude, he actually like made his own record label and all that stuff. Then so let's kind of start with the rumors, right?
Yes.
So when he came out with that like Trouble album and Convicted and that kind of stuff, like Akon's whole brand is that he spent all this time in prison, right? He spent years and years. He was facing up to 75 years in prison.
That's why he was all tatted, right?
Yeah, well, and his thing was like, when I was in prison, I had all this downtime, so I wrote this album. That's what his brand is based on, is him being in prison. That's what his albums are based on. Like literally, they're called Convict, Convicted, Trouble. Like those are the names of his albums.
It's almost saying like I murdered someone. No, I'm just kidding.
Basically, dude. And hear this though, Jesus, all of it fake.
Oh my God, dude! He's the first. He's one of those first SoundCloud rapper, dude.
Yeah, basically
faking all his gangsterness.
Well, he did spend time in jail, but he's never been to prison. So he was telling everyone that like, oh, I spent all this time, right? And I had to do all this time, so it made me really think about things and blah 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 blah. He did spend time in jail between the years of like, you know, 1998 and like 2002, 2001, 2002-ish.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like he was saying, you know, he makes himself seem like he's like this badass, like murderer, like Okay, that doesn't make you badass to be a murderer. I shouldn't have said that. But, like, you know what I mean. Like, he makes it seem like he's from the streets
I
type of
mean,
thing.
what about King Von though? No, I'm just kidding.
We're gonna save him for another episode. He's not Akon, but you know that's what he tried to make himself seem like, though, is like King Von. So he wanted us to think that he was
he's
like,
over here like, I'm from Chicago, guys. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, literally, that's what he tried to make it seem like, but no. So people pull up his rap sheet, right? And maybe like 2 months here, 6 months here, blah blah blah, in jail. And there's all these rumors going that like the reason he actually spent that original time in prison was for stealing cars. Like he was part of like this car robbery ring type of thing, right? Like that's what everyone
We
said.
traffic cars instead of people.
Yeah, literally, dude. Like that's what they said. His actual charge was for stealing, being caught. Like so, he does have one felony. Like he has been convicted of one felony, and it was for a gun possession. That's it. Like he
Lil Wayne status, dude.
He ended up, dude, 3 years on probation for that. So it wasn't like he spent 10 years in prison for it, like he acts like. And then he did get in trouble for so he got arrested for the possession of a single stolen BMW, and he spent several months in jail for that, waiting to be like, you know, prosecuted. But they ended up dropping.
It was a homie Braden's BMW.
I'd be pissed.
But they ended up like dropping all the charges, and he was like lying, saying like he was facing 75 years in jail, blah blah blah. Turns out, bro, all of it's a lie. Yeah, and I was like,
what?
damn, he had me fooled, because I really thought, dude, I was like, no, he's a convicted felon. He wrote this, that he turned his life around, blah, blah, blah. Nope.
So you're telling me homie didn't live in the ghetto? Like it was all lies?
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that he didn't live in the ghetto. I honestly don't know really how he grew up. That's something I should have probably like read more about, but I got so hung up on the fact that he lied about being a criminal. Like he lied about being a criminal completely. We do, guys, just for the record, we have a special guest listening in on our podcast today to just see how it goes. Whatever. So that's why
he's basically the manager. He's gonna tell us like, hey, you guys need to shut the fuck up here. Hey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fact check you guys.
Yeah. So right now we actually, like, you know how Theo Von has like a guy when he's like, Google that real quick. Braden, my roommate, who's also had his own episode, he's gonna be in the background helping us fact check things and do stuff like that. But anywho, as I was saying, Akon scammed us all, and I'm actually like, I'm pretty sad about it. But like he has done a lot. Like he wrote I don't say wrote the whole thing, but he worked on the soundtracks for like the Freedom Riders movie, Step Up 2. So he done stuff like that, like we all know about, right? But then he's over here lying. So like his whole brand was a lie. But that's okay. People have to lie for the fame, right? I guess that's what happens when you're in Hollywood. Everyone lies about everything to keep their money.
Of course, yeah.
So then here's where the bad shit comes in, right? We're young when this happens. Akon goes on tour with Gwen Stefani, and
the Sweet Escape tour. No,
yeah, literally, no, it was the Sweet Escape tour. I don't think that's what they called it. I'm not sure, but like it was that tour. Sure. Right? I think it was, because that's their song they had together.
Yeah, Ed.
That's gonna be stuck in my head all day. Anyways. So during this time, Akon is like, you know, doing some clubs and whatnot, like just doing small shows and so on. This is when all of that scandal happened, where it was like a 21 and up club. And that's when Akon brought that young girl on stage and like, I don't know if I should be saying that on the podcast, but he like dry humped her.
They
and
just
was like,
they grinded.
Okay,
they
grinded, but like he did say dry humped in a specific interview, but it's fine. We'll just say grinded. And he got in big trouble, dude, because they were saying that it was like, I'm simulated R word, you know. We're trying not to say the R word on the podcast, but like that's what they said. And he got in like big trouble for it, and he lost like a $3 million sponsorship from that tour, and like he ruined Gwen Stefani's tour, and like all kinds of crazy stuff happened because he did that. And on my side, like I wasn't there, but The club was a 21 and up club, so I feel like the club has a huge responsibility in letting, even though she had a fake ID and stuff and they let her in, but like that should have been on them. And like, yeah, I see how it's on Akon too, because he was like, oh, cool, cute girl, and he pulled her up on stage, was grinding on her, and then she ended up being 14 or 15, you know? So that is on him as well, because he was attracted to a child. But I mean, like, that's also on the club, because it doesn't matter, like, you could look young, but like everyone in there was supposed to be over 21, you know, and the club fucked up. They did get shut down. The club did and stuff. They got in trouble for it also, but this like really put a damper on his career because he lost a ton of money and he got in big trouble, dude.
Oh, dude, I feel like for one part they just like the song they blame it all on Akon. It was just for honestly it was the club. It was the security that fucked up. You know, he saw this fake ass ID for sure, and he was like, fuck it, not my problem.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, Braden had something to add. What?
So like months after that, he was at another concert, and a 15-year-old kid apparently threw something at him, and he brought the kid on stage and then threw him off the stage. Yeah. Okay.
Well, no, I have that on another page, but
okay.
Could you hear what he said, or do you want me to? Okay. So
yeah, you guys.
I actually have the police report on that, because after that happened and he was already like in big trouble, he had like another show, and this minor, he actually came on stage, and then Akon, I think Akon even took off his shirt and like picked this kid up and threw him into the crowd, and someone had it on tape on like on a cell phone video thing, and he got like
so
second-degree harassment charge for that.
You're telling me if your favorite artist throws you off the stage, you're not fucking living the moment?
I mean, he did it in like an angry way, not necessarily like let's do a crowd surf. He like got pissed, and then after he threw him off, he said, now we can start, or something like that.
It's like, I want the guy from Arctic Monkeys to push me off the stage. Like, no, I'm just kidding.
Of course you do, dude. I mean, you think about it though. Anytime a famous person does something bad like this, cha-ching. That's like the first.
That's what I'm saying, dude. And then I'll go all out.
How mad can you be? Like
Brown Kid show, almost killed at stage by Arctic Monkeys' lead singer, like that.
Yeah, it's like first generation Mexican American thrown off stage at a P Diddy concert.
Yeah, Lollapalooza.
You'd be rich, dude. You'd be literally rich. So that's why they have to do these though.
I'd be like, what color is your Bugatti, Miranda? No, I'm just
I don't have one, dude. But no, he does crazy things like this all the time. But then, where's Akon now? You know, like he's not really making music. I think he released something in like 2017. I don't even know what it was, because it was like irrelevant to us, basically, from what I think.
You know what I always thought was the newest song I heard from Akon was that one song that Miles always plays.
Which one?
The We Taking Over, or something like that. I don't know, but I remember Miles always plays it.
Well, I love Akon, and like I love all his songs. Okay, so I don't want to say I love him. I love his music. That one's
not good.
I love his music. But okay, so where's Akon now? You might ask. So like back in 2016, in 2014 he actually like launched his like little Lighting Africa project, but in 2016 is when it really like took off. So he actually he's done a couple things. He started doing like lighting and giving electricity to places in Africa who didn't have that. And then he also began development on his own city in Senegal, Africa, which is going to be like actually open to the public in just 2 years, dude, in 2026. That's I mean, like he's
wild.
He's like actually doing good. It's the Akon Lighting Africa project, you know, and he has brought like a ton of electricity. I don't know. There's like a huge stat about it, and like by 2030, he will have provided electricity, like solar powered electricity, solar panels, all that kind of stuff, to 250 million people by 2030 if his project continues to do what he's been doing. So I mean, like that's crazy cool.
It's like him and the guy from Raw, Josh. They get down in Africa. They're like, let's help out all these people.
Yeah, like he's really just helping out all these people, and I think that's really cool.
For sure. You know, dude. Basically, Akon is a scam artist, right? That's what you're saying. You know who's
not not necessarily a scam. Okay, don't call him a scam. I mean, he lied, but
just a little bit, bro.
A little bit. Okay, you're right. I can't stand up for him just because I like Locked Up. You're right.
You know, dude, I'll be real with you.
Who?
As like Akon is it was like like you said, the childhood, one of my favorite artists growing up.
Yeah.
Well, just because I had the was it the Convict? I had that album, and then I had a CD player, so that was like one of the things I would play a lot. And then also Eminem and whatnot, but for sure it was Akon.
Yeah. Well, you know the album that Akon and Eminem, like he was featured on a lot, like what's the beginning of the song? My Lamborghini Gallardo, no. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
All right, never mind then. But all right, there was this album called Convict, right? And Michelle, my best friend, you know, we grew up together.
Yeah, for sure is Michelle.
I loved Akon. My parents, I should say my mom, wasn't she let me live my life, all right? Not by choice. Like I needed a lot more parenting probably, but things were different back then. And I mean, like she let me get like a mature CD that I probably shouldn't have had when I was 10, you know, whatever. It's fine. I turned out
dude,
fine.
Same, dude. My parents let me listen to whatever music I wanted from an early age, so fuck it.
Yeah, so I got to listen to whatever. So I have been obsessed with Akon since like I heard his first song on the radio, right? And so back then there was that store called Hastings in Santa Fe.
Oh, Hastings, let's go.
Get whatever CDs you wanted, right? I had shown Michelle. So my mom and Michelle's dad had actually been dating at this point, right? And me and Michelle listened to Akon all the time. But when she was
bro, you guys were stepsisters for a little bit? That was wild.
Yeah. For 5 years, dude. It was crazy.
For 5 years?
It was like a long time. So when Michelle was at her mom's, she had different rules than when she was with her dad, right? That always happens with divorced parents. And I like still got to see her when she was at her mom's. I've known her forever. I've known Sherry. She's like a second mom, whatever. I wanted to get Michelle the new Akon CD. It was just being released. I told my mom. My mom was like, okay, you guys can both get one. So she said, you got to ask Sherry first, with Michelle's mom. So I asked Sherry. Sherry said, no. Nope. And I was like, Mom, she said yes. I lied, dude.
You lied?
I lied. I lied big. I hardcore lied. So then we went down to Hastings for the release of the new Akon CD. We waited in line. My mom let me get 2 copies. I was so excited. I was over the freaking moon. I got to wrap one up and present it to Michelle at her birthday party in front of her mom after her mom told me no, dude. I was a savage, dude. I was only like 10 or 11, and I freaking just was like, ha. I just let her open it in front of everyone, so that what was her mom going to do? Like take it away in front of everyone? I don't know.
Imagine her mom like, you can't listen to this kind of music. And spits in your ding. No, I'm just kidding.
So I let her open it. There's a picture of her like with a big smile, dude, holding it. She's like, ugh, like so excited. And 2 weeks later, dude, she had cornrows. I'm not kidding, and I have the picture proof. I have both of the pictures, and I will. LinkedIn. No, just kidding. I am. I'm literally gonna post it on the ad for this episode.
It's gonna be the cover picture for the.
It is, dude. I swear to God, it is. But so then her mom blamed me, and she's like, "See what you did?" Like I don't know. But anyways, it was fun.
That was the first instance of how do I say, of music influencing someone.
Yeah, dude.
But it was but you know, like you just said, I still consider him a scam artist, and you know who's just the biggest scam artist as Akon?
Who?
Is Sean Kingston.
See, I never knew. I just thought that like he just fell off. That's what I always thought about him. But
the thing is he the only reason he fell off is because of the person he signed with, but at the same time he was living a lifestyle he couldn't afford.
Okay.
So let's bring it back, bro. Let's bring it back to like the first tracks he released in one album. He released, his one hit, his single that had the same, how do I say, hook as Stand By Me? Beautiful Girls.
Yeah. Suicidal. That one.
Yeah, that one. It sounds super similar to the Stand By Me. Oh.
I never even realized that, dude.
Yeah,
he stole the freaking track.
They bought it off the hook. They bought it off the guy, right?
Yeah.
and then that's how they made this guy blow up. And then also he released, I think in this album there was another track. It's called "Take You There." Yeah. And that one's like I remember I had an iPod Nano when I was in middle school, and those were the 2 songs I had from Sean Kingston.
Quiet! Sorry, Kane's digging a freaking hole to China. We can just leave that in, honestly. I was like trying to listen to you, and then Kane was like on his Kindle, and I was like having autism about it. Okay, so I remember Sean Kingston came out with Beautiful Girls. There's another one that's super famous by him, and I cannot think of what it's called.
You want what do you want me to go through? You want the one he did with Justin Timberlake, like Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo?
That's not the one I'm thinking of, but yeah, he did collab with big artists.
What about was it Shouty Fire Burning on the Dance Floor?
Okay, Fire Burning. That's what I wanted to tell you about. Okay, so guys, this is about to bring us full circle back to our other episodes, okay? Because this is some crazy shit. So there's this guy. His name is Jay Saint, right?
Yeah.
He is a singer, songwriter. I was gonna say songer and singwriter, but singer, songwriter. Anyways, he went on this podcast called Me, Myself, and I. It's by the Breakfast Club producers, blah, 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 right? So he goes on this podcast. He's talking about his career in the music industry and blah, blah, blah. He says that, Sean Kingston's song, Fire Burnin', he goes and says that, like, he actually fucking wrote that song. He said he wrote it, and that he, the record label, who I'm going to tell you in a second, gave full credit to Sean Kingston, and that Jay Saint, him, remained unpaid and uncredited up until this freaking day, dude. He never got anything from it.
Oh my
Guess
God.
who the record label is that didn't freaking pay him? Bad Boy Records, bro. I couldn't even wait for you to guess. P. Diddy.
Dude, of course, bro. Of course. P. Diddy's such a scumbag.
He's a scumbag. He's a scam artist. He's a pedophile, dude. I don't know. I probably am not. We should probably get a lawyer if I'm going to keep saying that on the air. But I mean, like,
a lawyer and an LLC.
Yeah, an LLC. I should probably also get like a freaking bazooka and a bodyguard. I don't know. But
you're fine, bro. You're fine.
Like, why would P. Diddy be listening to me, right? And then no one would believe it too. we get hit, and then they're just like, they wouldn't do it to a low 70 follower podcast. Thanks. But for real, like,
you say that, but then it happens, and we're like, oh man, it actually happened.
No one believes. But that's what I'm saying, though, is that, like, see, it all comes full circle. You know what I mean? Is that, like, everything is connected somehow. And it's like this Jay Saint guy, he's not just some, like, random freaking dude. He's written songs for Fergie, for Danity Kane. Like, there's a lot of people he's written songs for. He's, like, up there.
Damn.
And that was his song, dude, and he just never got anything. He came up with the melody, and they just, like, changed the words a bit. So
basically it's like the Cat Williams interview, how comedians steal each other's jokes. So you're telling me these producers steal each other's beats?
Yeah.
Which
literally
makes a lot of sense, because nowadays everything's a beat, right? Everything's beats.
Yep.
On computers and whatnot. Damn, bro. So like I was telling you,
I got excited, my bad. I had to tell you guys.
So basically, right after all this, since fitting in P. Diddy, it makes sense that Sean Kingston is a notorious scammer.
Mm-hmm.
So before that, I'll tell you, Sean Kingston almost died, bro. He crashed his jet ski into like under the bridge. You know how there's like cement, like barriers, the ones that hold the poles that hold up the bridge, basically.
Yeah.
The cement pillars, I mean. He crashed into the bottom of one of those, and apparently it messed up the impact messed up with his heart and whatnot, and he was dying. So he went under surgery, and they told the doctors told him before he had the surgery that basically he could die. That the survival rate for this surgery was like so low. And during the surgery, it's reported that his heart stopped once when 10 minutes into the surgery.
Yeah.
And then again right before, like midway through the surgery.
Damn, dude.
So in technical terms, he died twice while in surgery, but he survived miraculously. They said it looked like he had a guardian angel, whatnot, because he was supposed to die.
Dude. Well, where is he now? Do you know? Like, what happened to him after that? I know. Okay, I had looked it up, and I know he's like kind of returned to music, and he keeps saying like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna release more," because I know he had like one little.
Well, he's released. Okay, so he's released a bunch of singles here and there.
Yeah, but nothing like.
Because he released a single back in 2013. He released an album in 2017, but since someone's like he fell off, no one heard about it.
Yeah, well, in 2022 he released like one little teeny thing, or like one or two or something, but nothing ever happened from it. But here's another crazy fact. Okay, this is just my own little conspiracy theory that I've made up. Obviously, it's a conspiracy theory, okay. But hear me out, dude. Okay,
let's go.
So February 5th, 2010, there is like a performance at like the BET Awards, right? For like help for Haiti, saving ourselves. But it was like a benefit concert for Haiti, right?
Yes.
It was at American Airlines Arena. This was February 5th, 2010 in Miami. Okay. Sean Kingston collabs with two people for this concert, and then a year later gets in an accident, almost dies, and his career is over. Guess which two people he did the concert with?
Oh my God. Is it P. Diddy, bro?
P. Diddy and Justin Bieber, bro.
Oh my God. Dude, someone we had already talked about, Justin Bieber, and now, now this guy.
I mean, I don't think Justin Bieber is like sus or anything. Like, I'm not saying it was him, but like Justin Bieber was little at this point, right? Because this is 2010. So this is right when P. Diddy took him under his wing and was diddling him at his house or whatever he was doing.
Diddling him out at the house.
Yeah, he was diddling him, dude. And then Sean Kingston does this thing with him.
And he gets for Haiti. Too. No, just kidding.
Probably, dude, for Haiti, right? Which we've already talked about 20 times with Paul Walker getting killed after the Haiti stuff, and the president of Haiti, and then the Clintons. Like, all of it's just real weird, right? I know it's like just all conspiracy and it just happens to maybe fall together, but that's a little sus if you ask me. I don't know. And then a year later, boom, accident, and his career is over.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's wild.
Mm-hmm. So, talking about P. Diddy and some of his victims. Did you have anything else to say about?
Hold on, dude. Let me. Sean? Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so like I was saying, he's a scam artist, right?
Yeah.
And I told you this guy's living a life he can't afford. So you know, like you said, like he fell off right after that accident and whatnot, like we just said. Mm-hmm. So imagine making millions off of like a couple tracks and then not being able to keep up with that, like the spending that you have. Like he probably had a mansion. He probably had all these cars. He had all this jewelry, right?
Yeah.
So, this guy, he's from Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
Him and his mom are from Jamaica. His mom is actually known for being a scam artist out there.
Sean Kingston's mom?
Yeah. So they apparently go to like the big businesses. You know, they apparently work with millions. Mm-hmm. And they just say they'll go to the chain store and then they'll get like 2 or 3 chains, and then they like do all this paperwork, get the chains. These people just get the chains, and then basically they block these people, and then they keep the chains.
Damn, so they're doing like one of those Zelle/Venmo scams where they're like, look, Venmo me the money, and I'll give you the chains.
Okay, so it's not just chains. Yeah, it's not just chains. This guy, one of the crazier things he tried to do was a private jet. He tried getting a private jet. So he got with this company, and then he even asked for shit on the private jet, like Wi-Fi, a better restroom, a shower, like, you know, shit of that nature. And these people even did everything for him, delivered to him. He's used it for a whole 2 months. And again, he blocked these people, ignored them, and then when they finally were able to contact him, he said that the plane didn't work, the key didn't turn, and he wasn't gonna pay them.
Okay, first off, let me say one thing about this. What kind of airplane company just gives you the jet without paying, though, and is like, go ahead and use it, buddy. Tell us if you like it. Like, dude.
Well, see, the thing is, they think he's famous, so he's like, oh, he probably has millions.
That's true.
But you know what we're starting to realize is that if you work with P. Diddy, you're probably not making money.
No, you ain't making shit. Anything. Well, and Sean Kingston wasn't even signed by P. Diddy. He was like, I cannot remember who the guy that he was signed by. It was let me look it up really quick because it was someone different. But I'm now starting to wonder if they're like related in. Oops, I just googled that wrong. Sorry. In like, if the guy who owns this record company is related to P. Diddy's record company in some way, because it would make sense. It was Beluga Heights Records, is what it's called.
Heights, that sounds like some bullshit. Nice.
Yeah, Beluga Heights, dude. I don't know. It sounds dumb. I've never heard of him, so that's probably why he's not famous. But I'm just kidding. We're all famous, so we know every record label on the market.
They went bankrupt, bro. It's like I only know Young Money. No, just kidding.
I only know Mustard on that beat. Oh, I'm just kidding. DJ Mustard.
20. Was it? What's 20? Was it Metro Boomin?
They are related. Ooh, this is getting good. Okay, I'll have to. Oh yeah, boop, boop, boop. I'll have to read more into it because it's gonna be too much for this episode. But they are all. This is all gonna come together in part 2, guys. You're just be ready. But what do you think about that concert that I told you about and then the accident? Do you think my conspiracy is just too far fetched, or do you think it's a little like far fetched, but
it could be, bro, because of like what happens, like the Jamie Foxx incident, you know? Told P. Diddy no, and then he ends up in the hospital.
And then he ends up. Braden just pulled up a thing for us about Akon City, dude.
Oh my God.
Yeah. They're supposed to start building in 2020, and there have been multiple people who have invested a shit ton of money and have seen nothing. Especially a guy that used to work with him a lot.
In 2021, Akon's business partner, Devin Stevens, filed a lawsuit against him in the United States for a debt of $4 million. He loaned the singer the money as part of the implementation of his futuristic project. He said that the projected city bears the hallmark of dubious business enterprises, and that Akon's just doing money laundering.
Mm-hmm. Of course, bro. That's all it is. It's always money laundering, right? Not just kidding.
Yeah, the FBI is even investigating it and saying that there's distinctive traits of fraudulent business enterprises and schemes and pyramid schemes, and that it's probably not real. Damn, Akon! I can't even listen to Locked Up anymore without feeling guilty.
Damn, dude. I'm never listening to Lonely again, even though I feel so lonely.
Like, damn, when I'm all alone, I'm just gonna have to freaking listen to. You can't trust nobody.
I can't even listen to that J. Cole song because then the Will Smith and Jada picking. I have to bleep it out.
Yeah, dude.
I just get.
Well, speaking of, okay, so we're talking about conspiracy and stuff. So now we've hit Akon, we've hit Sean Kingston. Now I have one more thing to bring up because. Since we're talking about songs and artists we listened to growing up, like what happened to Bow Wow? Like it used to be Lil Bow Wow, but I think it's just Bow Wow now. But
it's not even Bow Wow, dude. It's Mad Ross or something like that.
What? Yeah. Like his real name.
Actual name.
His real name is like Shad.
No, Moss, dude, watch. Yeah, Shad Moss. That's
it's like something like that. Watch. Let me
Shad
look.
Moss. Yeah, that's I just saw it right here too.
It is.
It's just Shad Moss taking L's. No,
Shad Gregory Moss, dude.
Yeah,
his middle name's Gregory. No wonder he failed.
Let's go back to when he was Lil Bow Wow, dude.
Yeah. So when was he Lil Bow Wow? We were kids, right? So last time he was big news in Tokyo Drift.
Oh, last time, bro. He came out in a bunch of movies after that.
I know, but that was the only good
one.
One
you want to remember him, dude?
Yeah.
Like Mike is the last time I saw him as a major figure.
Mike, I loved that movie. I forgot about it.
Oh, there's also, you know which one he's pretty good in is Rollout.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
The one where he's a roller skater.
No, definitely.
And
I
they're
have
dancing.
definitely not seen that one. Mm-mm.
See, you're missing out. It's a really good movie. Because even Nick Cannon comes out on that movie.
With his 20 kids or.
It's an old movie, you know. Back when Bow Wow was it.
Dude, he's in my mind, like it's so weird that it's like 2024. We're grown adults because I can still like if I listen to some Bow Wow songs, dude, it's very
Nostalgic.
nostalgic is the word I'm looking for. Like I can still feel like being in my room upstairs at my mom's
Miranda,
house.
nostalgia
and
is a
listening to-
is a hardcore drug.
It is.
Because let's just say if they brought back like what you sent me through text message the other day, the Lovers and Friends tour, and it was just all those artists from back in the day.
Ashanti, Nelly, Akon is gonna be there, which is crazy.
Usher, you know.
Usher, ooh, we have to go, dude.
Oh, Little John too. I saw Little John on there. Damn. See, I would, you know, as an adult, I'd love to go see it because they would only play the classics.
Yeah, hopefully.
It's like going to the trance festival when they play a classic trance set. Everyone goes crazy, bro. Everyone talks about it for the next 3 months.
You guys remember Shorty Like Mine, right? Shorty Like Mine. Okay, and then you're gonna go like mine. You hit the melody there, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so we all remember that. What happened to him? You might ask, dude. Here's what happened to him. I'm gonna read this exact thing. On September 27th, 2015, Lil Bow Wow signed to Puff Daddy Records label Bad Boy Records. That's what happened to him, Jesus.
Of course, bro. Of course. All three of these people were like, hey, you know P. Diddy? It's like, yeah, he's a great man. This is sign on with him. Of course. Let's all go.
Yeah, then his career got ruined and he lost all his money. That's why he's in Tokyo Drift.
That's why he's in he's like, Han, they're running away, bro. This is my Mexico.
It's true.
I wouldn't go to Mexico. I'd be like Han, dude. I'd go to like Taiwan or how do I say it? Is it Thailand?
Thailand, yeah.
Thailand, okay.
But no,
I'd go to Thailand.
Tokyo is where Tokyo Drift was. But Thailand, dude,
there's
some really cool stuff you can do there.
Instead of Japan, I'd go to Thailand or Taiwan. Either or.
Either one.
Either one, yeah. And you're wondering why? Because I could open up a Mexican restaurant over there, and I go famous. Just there's nothing over there like that,
dude.
Just selling like carne asada fries and tacos and tortas, you know. Literally,
they wouldn't know what to do, dude. They wouldn't know what to do.
They'd be like, "It's so good."
They would. They'd be like, "What's going on?"
They'd be like, "What did you put on this? Just salt and pepper, dude." Like, what I mean, I ain't going crazy.
You want to hear something else crazy though about Bow Wow?
Yes.
So back in like 2011.
Yes.
Guess who he was signed with?
Young Money.
Death Row Records.
Oh my God.
So you're gonna tell me I'm right, okay? Like I just know. I just freaking know.
Chill,
this is P. Diddy's fault, dude. I don't trust P. Diddy. And he did something bad. I don't know. But not only okay, so we haven't even really said any information about Bow Wow besides like, oh yeah, he signed whatever. So he's also been through some controversy too because there was a rumor going around, and this was years and years ago. This was like in 2018 or something.
Yeah.
That this like stuff came out, but people were saying that P. Diddy's not P. Diddy, Jesus Christ. I'm like Bow Wow. I'm just blaming P. Diddy for everything now. But people were saying that Bow Wow said that his bodyguard R-worded him, you know?
Oh my God.
Like on the radio and everything, dude.
Like this guy, the security said this or Bow Wow?
Braden was hitting mute so that like he couldn't hear us, but it kept muting.
Like, I hear the echo. It's just you.
And it's kind of hard to listen to.
Turn your volume all the way down. Oh, you
can't.
Then
I can't hear Jesus.
I don't know what happened. I don't know. It like messed up the whole thing.
It don't matter. Sorry.
But anyways, people were saying that Bow Wow himself was saying that his bodyguard sexually assaulted him / R-worded him. I don't know.
Okay, so what was Bow Wow wearing at the time, and what did he drink? No, I'm just playing.
He probably took a sip of P Diddy's liquor. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'll stop. But I just know, dude. But anyways, so then after he hears the rumor,
you know how they always tell the guys like, hey, this is the alcohol for us, that's the alcohol for the girls. They didn't tell Bow Wow. They're like, hey man, drink whatever.
Yep. Well, here's the thing, though. After it came out like everywhere, like people were talking about it on the radio, and they were like saying, I'm gonna say the R word, guys, so trigger warning. Like the radio was saying, because like 10 years ago and stuff, like it wasn't okay to say it, but they said raped on the radio. So the radio was all over the place being like, oh, Lil Bow Wow was raped by his bodyguard. That's what was happening. And so then he heard it. He goes on an interview with Vlad TV, and he goes, that's downright effing ridiculous. I'll never forget this. Like, I was in Paris. I was coming back to the States. I was in an airport. I believe like I was going so-and-so, and I had to call into the radio stations to like clear this up because like that didn't happen. They're just rumors. And then they were like,
you're right. You're right, dude. This guy got it.
Mm-hmm. And so like, that's what they all do. Like it comes out and then they're like, oh no, it was wrong. But then like, right, he falls off, and then back in like 2021, 2022, 2023, this all starts then. I'm coming back to P. Diddy for a second. He takes like this boat tour in Italy, right? And like paparazzi like catch him on film making out with this chick. Who is that chick, dude? Bow Wow's baby mama is who it is.
Damn. He literally said, I'm gonna fuck your bitch.
And he did it, dude. Damn. And then Bow Wow comes out and he's like, yo, P. Diddy broke the code of fucking conduct. Like, I'm fucking pissed. Like, that's my baby mama. Like,
he broke the bro code. Fuck it. Yeah. I'm gonna do the same.
He goes on this other podcast, dude, which I'll go ahead and put in the LinkedIn. Like, there's a lot of stuff and it's like a lot of listening. But he goes on this other podcast and he basically says that like P. Diddy's sex parties are what brought that girl. Her name was Joey Chavis, I think is how you say it. But anyway, that's the baby mama. And apparently she like went to one of the sex parties and met P. Diddy, and like that's not the first time that something happened. And like Bow Wow was like, certain things are off limits, and like hooking up with the mother of my child and you're supposed to be my friend, like that's crossing the freaking line. And then he of course was like, oh, like we made up. And I'm like, did you? Or you just didn't want to get killed in your home?
he didn't want to mysteriously die from like a seizure or something.
Yeah, or like the flu.
The flu, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. So it is a little sus, right? Like all this stuff is just weird. And then he says that his career in 2021, he like did some interview and said that he just wants peace in his life, and that's why he's just not doing music anymore.
See, I don't think he has his like songwriters anymore and all that. So I think maybe that's why he ain't gonna be popping, you know, because he always said that he was gonna release like one final album before retiring, and he never did.
Apparently, that time he said that like when he just it was too stressful to rap, and like this is why he doesn't want to do it anymore. The video that he posted was actually backstage before him and Soulja Boy had like a versus like rap battle thing, dude.
Oh my god, Soulja Boy,
tell him. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so I don't know. And then recently too, in like last year, there was a lawsuit that was like actually put out against Bow Wow because there was this girl like making an album, and she paid $3,000 to Lil Bow Wow to like do a verse on her album. I don't know. It literally says it was like a kid, and like the dad sent money over. It was a 10-year-old girl, dude. And the dad sent $3,000 over to Bow Wow and was like, okay, yeah, like give me this verse. Here's $3,000. And he never delivered it. So they put a freaking like lawsuit. They went to court for this, and turns out it was just like, Bow Wow says it was just like a catfish, and it was just like a fake account, and that they paid the wrong person because they said like, oh, well, we Cash Apped you the $3,000. And he was like, I've never used Cash App in my life, dude. Yeah.
That's hilarious. So they got scammed.
Mm-hmm. Which like, it could happen to the best of us, dude.
It for sure is, bro. You're over here thinking you're gonna get penis enlargement pills, and they're just sugar pills when you get them.
That's only happened to you, but it was only a one-time thing to you. I'm just kidding.
Did they work is the question.
But was it a placebo effect? Braden wants to know.
Oh, why does he need to know, bro? Tell him he has a small penis because he asked.
But oh, dude, I don't know. This is all. I just feel
it did indeed work, though. No, I'm just kidding.
It did work because he
Send me the link. Send me the link.
Send me the link immediately.
Honestly, like I'll just put some sugar in a few capsules and tell you they're Viagra, Braden, and
It'd probably work though.
$20 a pill.
$20. That's how much they cost real life, though.
Is it $20 a pill?
Yeah.
For Viagra.
Yeah. I think it's a little more. I think it's like 50,
unless you
bro.
have insurance, dude, because Viagra is covered by insurance.
Really?
Bucks for a boner, bro. That's ridiculous.
Is it though?
Well, I mean, you're young and spry, bro. You don't need that shit. Come on.
I don't know, dude. All of these young guys, they've been drinking too much.
They Minutemen. That's what you're saying.
MSG.
You're calling them Minutemen, dude. Shh.
I didn't say Minutemen.
I
said-
No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't. Viagra's not okay. I'm not saying that they can't last. I'm saying that they can't get boners, and it's not just for me. It's for everyone, dude. Unless, like, literally, trust me, I work with a lot of girls, and they be talking. You guys think we don't talk? We all be like, last night we let the liquor talk. You know what I'm talking about? We all tell each other, and then everyone's doing the same thing. Like, is it normal? And then we all say, yeah, it's normal. It happens all the time. It's okay. It's normal. But then behind closed doors, we're like, what a bitch. Like, that's how we all are, dude. I'm not going to lie. Well, we don't tell important details, but we'll just be like, yeah, last night this happened again. And everyone's like, same dude, same. And then I'm like, well, maybe if not every man in the world had a porn addiction, things would be different. We'd be living different. And not everyone would need Viagra to fuck their wife.
So that couldn't be me, bro.
Because you don't have a wife. I don't have a husband, so I don't even have help with
Damn, you got all depressed, bro. Chill. You're like, I don't have a husband. Like, that's all I heard, bro. That's all I heard. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
I don't need a husband to be happy. I'm the happiest I've been by myself. Me and Braden were just literally having a talk about this the other day. It doesn't matter for the podcast. We'll talk about it after.
We should have stopped a while ago, bro.
Yeah, we just got off. What was the last thing we said about Bow Wow though? Let's say something cool at the end. Things shorty like mine.
Oh wait, no.
Okay, what?
That's shorty. Wait, like mine or
Yeah,
shorty like mine? Because those are two
like
different
mine.
songs.
No, shorty like mine. That's Bow Wow. Hold on, let me see how it starts, and then I'll sing the backups, and then you hold on. You hear it?
No. The
only thing that keeps me up when I'm feeling down.
I don't know about you,
but I gotta keep mine around. Okay, that's what we'll do.
Another shorty like mine. Shorty like mine.
Like mine. Okay. That's ended, dude.
Yeehaw, brother.